We all know the story of the hare and tortoise. Poor hare. He never lived that down, and Aesop wrote that fable like 1,000,000 years ago. Slow and steady wins the race. We say it all the time. It's what you'll probably tell your kid when you're teaching her how to drive. But it's probably what you'll hear when it comes to investing in stocks. And while Aesop was very smart and very wise, and obviously his fables were all about financial planning, the scholars and philosophers and elderly Greek folk who passed them on only shared half the story, which is understandable. Tablets were a big drag back then. Because as Aesop knew, planning for the future isn't a race at all. It's a really long road, and there's more than one route you can take. Sure, slow and steady can work, and there's a good chance that if you invest your nest egg conservatively, you'll be able to cover at least your basic needs in the future. But you don't have to choose just one path, and some of us want to try for more. The hare, you were told, was an arrogant show-off? Not really fair. First of all, he was a she. Those ancient Greeks are so sexist. And she wasn't a show-off so much as an eternal optimist. That's how we like to think of ourselves at GGHC. We focus on long-term, high-risk investing for people who imagine more than their steady road alone can deliver. More money, more fun, more legroom. We take a small amount of your money because, we may lose it all. And we invest it more aggressively in emerging, untested companies that we think have a ton of potential. Our team is made up of individuals who differ in opinion, experience, and imagination. In our free time, we're chefs, Lego heads, artists, extreme sports enthusiasts, and gearheads. Which means at work, we're curious and optimistic, and we're not afraid to make mistakes in pursuit of the next big thing. We look for a few big winners by trying lots and lots of new stocks. And most of the time, they don't work out. For every one stock that works, many more fail. Our philosophy is that if you don't try, you'll never get more. But trying doesn't mean it will work. We look for a few big winners by trying. It requires a ton of patience and fortitude. Sure. But mostly it's reliant upon trust. We hop between stocks quickly and often, and we don't ask your permission to buy and sell. We charge per transaction, so it's impossible to tell you in advance exactly how much it will cost. Perhaps a little reassurance that we are trying our hardest to make smart choices is knowing we invest our own money in the same stocks as you do. But mostly it's reliant. You can see why the Greeks didn't want to share this part of the story. It's way less predictable than the slow and steady version. But if you can handle the setbacks along the way, if you're okay with the losses and the swings and roundabouts, then you have at least a chance of making that big difference to your future. Maybe.